What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss this Saturday's upcoming UFC Paris event. But before we get into it, guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly. All right, guys, getting right into it. This Saturday, we got UFC Paris, a sneaky good card, a phenomenal main event, phenomenal co-main event. We got Cyril Gane taking on Tuivasa in the heavyweight division. You got Cyril Gane coming off of his title shot loss to Francis Ngannou, a fight that he was dominating the first two rounds in the stand-up, and then round three, Francis kind of said, "Hold my beer, this is an MMA match, buddy." And took it to the ground and completely dominated 3, 4, and 5. You have him coming back after that loss and coming to his hometown, Paris, and kind of I think this is the first time in a long time UFC has been over there, so this is a really big, high-pressure thing for him to kind of bring that victory to his hometown. He's going to have, obviously, everybody there is going to be rooting for him. So he's going to have a lot of pressure. I'm very excited to see how he's going to handle that. And I think that's going to be, I think a lot of that is going to play into it, especially against a guy like Tai Tuivasa, who's coming off of a 5-fight win streak, 5-fight knockout streak in his second stint with the UFC. He's been in these high pressure moments. He's taken L's. He had his 3 losses in a row in his first stint. He kind of got cut, kind of didn't get cut. He made a post a while back, it's like 3 years ago, where he's like, I'm no longer with the UFC. But then Stefan Struve kind of came out of retirement, so I think maybe he had like one more fight left, or they signed him on for like a 1-fight deal. Like loser goes home, and he ended up coming out the victor, and he kind of sent Stefan Struve back to retirement, if you guys remember, and that was the thrust into his second stint into the UFC. And I think he's a guy who kind of thrives going into the enemy territory, a guy coming out of Australia. He's usually fighting in Vegas. He's fighting in towns where he's usually the guy where they don't want to win, but luckily they've kind of given him favorable matchups where fans have wanted him to win against like Greg Hardy. Like I had never rooted for Tai Tuivasa more against that Greg Hardy matchup. That was fucking sweet. That was kind of the moment where Tai kind of became like a superstar to like the mainstream, and everybody, even like the casuals, everybody kind of fucking knew who Tai Tuivasa was after that Greg Hardy matchup. He's been there. He's been able to kind of round out his game. A lot of people think that he is not well rounded, and that's kind of why Cyril Gane is like a minus 540 favorite in this fight, which I think it's much closer than that. I don't really see why everybody's writing Tai Tuivasa off, right? Like, I guess in the essence, he kind of has that style where he's similar to Derek Lewis, and we all saw what Cyril Gane did to Derek Lewis, but then we also saw what Tai Tuivasa did to Derek Lewis. So, I mean, an MMA math doesn't even work, so I don't even know why I'm fucking entertaining that in the first place. But I think the fight is a lot closer than what the odds are saying. I think Tai is now a much more well-rounded heavyweight. I think Cyril now has the seed of doubt planted into his brain, and now he's going to have the pressure of his hometown. I'm excited to see how that pressure is going to unfold with him and how he's going to answer that loss that he's coming off of. I'm very excited to see. This is a really good matchup. I think that people are writing off this matchup as a whole. And I think that this is going to be more fireworks than we realize. Because if if he's able to close the distance on Cyril, he could put Cyril away with just one hit. I mean, that's the heavyweight division. And it could go the other way. A lot of people would say that Cyril Gane doesn't have the power because he's more of a technical striker. That's his advantage. He has all those weapons in his arsenal. His ability to finish the fight, he has 15 more ways than Tai Tuivasa has. And that's kind of where I think the odds sway so much in Cyril Gane's favor. But I think that he could lack the power that it could take to take out Tai Tuivasa, but he has the technical ability to be able to overwhelm him, kind of in the essence of what he did in the Derek Lewis fight. So I'm excited to see with that going forward. I'm not really going to pick a winner for that for that fight. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. I don't really care to pick a fight on that one. Moving on to the co-main event, guys. We have